Yo, what's up, guys? Back with another video, day 8 of the 90-day challenge of me posting every day for 90 days. I'm just starting out on YouTube, um, so I'm challenging myself to stay consistent. And like I said, typically my video is 8 to 12 minutes, but around that. So taking 8 to 10 minutes out of my day, 12 minutes out of my day to post a video, man, why not, right? If you really want to do it. So what's been going on, y'all? What's been going on? Tell me about how y'all been liking the videos. Cause I've been thinking about. I think what's gonna be helpful for me. I didn't want to turn this to like a podcast or anything like that, but I feel like something that will help me is having like somebody to talk to. Of course, I'm talking to y'all. I'm really talking to myself a lot of times too. Like I told y'all, this is like my therapy. So this is me venting to y'all and talking to y'all and and really talking to myself and helping me try to figure things out, because once I have these once I do these, it helped me like be more creative, and ideas start popping up that I would never think of. So it's been helping me a lot, to be honest with y'all. So I'm gonna keep doing it, but I wanted to get my boy on here and just have a conversation. I feel like because I can bounce off of him. No, that sounds crazy. Now we can bounce ideas off each other. Because we was talking about it last night, and I forgot to bring my camera, and we had a good conversation last night. I wish I recorded it. And sometimes I feel like those conversations be the best when you don't think about it and you just got the camera rolling. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna just start doing some more spontaneous. I'm gonna just have the camera rolling, and whatever we talk about that time we talk about. But I want to start getting my boy on here, so other people, and having a conversation, having some sort of dialogue. Like I said, even though I'm having a dialogue with y'all, I just want y'all to see the engagement that I have and the friends I surround myself with, and how important that is of surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, like-minded people. And because right now it's going to be a transition of you getting away from what no longer serves you. And I know I'm going through that right now. And just having people that's solid and that's like-minded, like spirits, like souls, man, it feels good. Um, and that's something that I feel like we don't talk about a lot, even as men. Like, we don't thank our friends. We don't. Well, some of us don't, and I think we over. I'm not saying we don't do it, but we tend to overlook it, and really just give thanks, bro, to people that really support us and show us love. So I'm gonna just, that was on my heart today, but I definitely wanted to talk about some things in this video as well, and I wanted to talk about 9 to 5, yo. Like, me playing basketball and trying to get a 9 to 5 job was hard. Like, I still haven't done it. Like, that's why I got into real estate right away. It was one of the most, it was like, it just didn't feel right. And as I'm moving forward now and knowing what I know now, I see why it doesn't feel right. But that's some digging and conversation that I had to have to figure out, hey, Chris, that really isn't for you. Um, but one of the questions I got is, what makes the 9 to 5 grind feel impossible for former athletes? And I think the one thing is, we were so locked in on our time. Like, yeah, we had football or basketball or whatever sports that we played. Yeah, we had them at a certain time, but at the end of the day, we were the brand. Like, we were the brand. Like, we were our own brand. Like, it was up to us to succeed. And we were pushing to play at a higher level. Even though when you really think about it, though, college and NBA, it's still a job. It's still a job, though. Like, when you really think about it, like, it's still somebody who is, like, you going to a place to perform for somebody. Like, they want your body. Like, it's fun. That's another story we could talk about. But it is true. It's just like that 9 to 5. Having that 9 to 5 consistently was just hard, because I feel like we always, like, when we had sports, we always thinking about sports. It wasn't no 9 to 5. It was, like, we never turned off. It was just hard getting in a schedule where I was doing something that I didn't want to do. I think that's the biggest thing. I would, like, a 9 to 5 is something I don't want to do. So getting to a situation where I don't want to do it would be tough. Now, if I find something, like I said, going through this process, this reinventing, if I find something that I like, that I enjoy, and it feels like fun, and I'm able to collaborate with somebody, I will do that. You know what I mean? But nothing wrong. Don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with the 9 to 5. It just wasn't working for me. Like sometimes that might be a stepping stone for certain people. And then the jobs that I tried to apply for that were 9 to 5s, somehow I didn't get them. So I was like, is that a sign, or what is that? What does that mean? I don't know. But it just, once you find something you're passionate about, I think it doesn't matter. But just getting into a 9 to 5 job because you got to make money, that's one of the worst feelings. Because I feel like as basketball or sport, whatever sports, we put so much passion and drive into it, and you go into somewhere where you don't even feel passionate about it, that's one of the most, I feel like it messes with your confidence too. It's like, it's tough. Like, it's really, really tough. And I feel like, I remember I applied for like a mortgage job. I wanted to do it. It was going to be like a sort of 9 to 5. We traditionally think as a 9 to 5. I didn't look at it that way, but what we traditionally look at a 9 to 5, I didn't get it. So I was like, okay, whatever this journey I'm going on, whatever, it's going to unfold itself. It's going to continue to unfold, and it's going to continue to be shown to me as long as I keep asking and keep seeking the truth. What challenges do former athletes face when trying to adjust to a traditional work schedule? I mean, we kind of talked about that, but to make it more clear, I just think if you're doing something that you're not passionate, that as an athlete, right? If we're doing something we're not passionate about and that we really care about, and we feel like it just won't work. I mean, it will work, but it just will feel like, yeah, what am I doing? Like, because everything up until this point, we worked and bust our butts for it to try to get to the next level. So we had the goal in mind. So we're all goal-oriented people. But now when you get into a situation where it's like, I don't see myself being there anymore. Like, I don't see myself doing this. Yeah, I think it's tough. And like I said, I'm still working through that. I'm gonna figure out a way where we can turn that mindset into something that's going to be beneficial, because there are people out there who have to get a 9 to 5 due to their circumstances. So as I'm thinking about this, I wanna find out a way to make that work for those who are in that situation. But for me, it just wasn't the way to go. And luckily, I had a family that support me, and friends that support me. Luckily, I had that, because if I ain't had that, I definitely would probably be having a 9 to 5. And like I said, right now I'm just hustling, figuring the things out, and still in the real estate game, selling deals here. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, still doing what I can. Trying to get into commercial real estate, just all different types of things like that. So going back to it, like, what challenges? It's the challenge of not going somewhere where you don't fit. You know what I'm saying? Going, because, we can, like, now you can transfer. I don't like that. You can transfer. We can leave. Like, I mean, you could do that with a job too. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You got bills to pay. How do you find motivation to rebuild your life after sports when the structure is no longer there? To answer that question for me, like I said, my senior year, where I was in that flow state, I'm looking for that. I saw what I was capable of, and I felt it, and ever since then, I've been like, I haven't been living up to my highest potential. So the motivation is coming from, Chris, you got to live up to your potential. You shine away. Like, you shine away from who you are. You shine away from your power. And it's like, why? Fear? Yeah. Uncertainty? Yeah. Unknown? Yeah. Fear the unknown? Yeah. But right now, like, that motivation, that deep down motivation has been me wanting to be and live to my highest potential. And that's me every day. I only could be what I am today. So I have to look at each and every day as me living at my highest potential, because it might be a future for me. I only can think about the now. So the way I feel, I have to feel it in the now. I can't wait for something external outside of myself to be like, oh, that's going to validate me to say, oh, I am living at my highest potential. Now I'm learning that, hey, it's within already. The only thing I can be is me, who I am, and that's my highest potential. I'm giving my best and my all each and every day to myself, and I can live and say that. So finding that structure, that's very important. I feel like I want to dig deep into that and actually break that down, having that structure in your everyday life when it's no longer there in regards to working out. We had to, our schedule was, well, for the college athletes, pros, it was a little different. You kind of had to adjust, but you got up, went to class, maybe had a workout at 11, had a lift at 11, got extra shots up, then had to go back to class, and then had practice at 3. For us, it was practice at 3. For some teams, y'all might have had practice in the morning. And then after practice, you would work out, get some shots up, and then go back home and do some work. You know what I mean? So, like, we had that structure. We knew what we were doing each and every day. But when you became a pro, it was like, all right, how do I make this? So, that's honestly, I started to surround myself with other pros to figure out other old guys and seek knowledge and seek wisdom from them and figure out how to really structure my days out. And then I kind of made it my own. So, the mornings I was doing my morning routine, got up and worked out, lift, and really started to make sure I blocked out time for me to do what I need to do. And during those times, I was doing nothing else. And then at the end of the day, we still had to, like I said, you gotta make money. So I was doing my real estate here and there, at least learning and taking classes and trying to do the real estate. So it was tough, but once you find that structure and you find it what works, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta find out what works for you. What are some alternative paths former athletes can take to build their careers post-sports? Whew. That's a deep question. I would just say alternative. I got into real estate. So you gotta find out what you like. How do you value yourself? What do you value? What's important to you? What are your strengths? Because once you start to, like, think about this. So I've been doing recently, I think I spoke about this before too. I've been trying to figure out my principles, my values, what do I stand on, right? And then using that to help me determine and make decisions in my life moving forward. So you have to establish that within yourself to figure out what do I value? Do I want a 9-to-5? Do I care? Can I fight through it? Can I you know what I mean? Like what does that look like? You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like we tend to compromise. We tend to, I don't want to say compromise, but we tend to not really know our worth. And we tend to be like, oh, I'm going to just do this. No, you like, sometimes just go for it. Like, if that's what you want to do. Some people, situation different. I don't have kids. Some people might have kids, got to take care of, but I'm just going off of what I've been through and what I've seen. I'm just the type person, I'm not settling. It's just like in a relationship. You don't want to settle. But sometimes some relationships might get you to the next relationship. You know what I'm saying? Some relationship you might know, oh, I ain't going to be with her forever. But some people be on that. You don't know. But it's real life, though. So I would just say really hone in and go within and figure out what it is that you value, that you want in the world, that you want to see change. You want to innovate. What do you want to do? Like, find that out, what you want to do, and then base your life off of that moving forward. Like, it can be, for me, it wound up just being real estate because of the flexibility and that posting content, the flexibility. I like that because I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to do my morning routine, do my meditation, do my real estate, do different things. I want to be out. I like that flexibility that I get to have. And that's very important to me. That makes me feel who I am. Like, everybody is different. And I'm starting to really like, okay, I am who I am. And everybody, they can do them. So why can't I do me? Like, why do I got to try to be like everybody else? Because everybody else doing what they want to do. Like, why can't I do what I want to do and succeed? And that's where that trust in yourself comes in, and that self-worth and that self-confidence coming in, knowing that, yo, whatever I do, I can put my mind to, I'm going to be the best at it. And this is what this channel is about for me. It's like I'm putting my best foot forward. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I know this is what I have to do. This is what I am doing. I'm made for this. And I would just shine away from the world. So those alternative paths, man, you got to find out what you want to do. Find out what you want to do. Write your goals down. Ask ChatGPT to help you. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, yo. When I make these videos, I feel like I'm speaking for 5 minutes. It's 15 minutes going on, like. But I don't want to hold y'all up. That's what I'm saying. Like, do I make this into some sort of like? I don't want to make it into a podcast. I don't want that, because I want y'all to see my everyday life too. Or maybe I do vlogs, or I'm not really trying to do vlogs like that, but I do want y'all to see what I'm doing, so y'all can share what y'all doing too. But it's like I feel like I talk for 5 minutes, and now I'm like, damn, I don't want this to go too long. But listen, somebody need to hear this. So listen, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on this 90-day journey. Please like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on this 90-day journey and share your thoughts. Share your story. That's what this is about, man. I want people to get their story out. I'm getting my story out. And it's going to be therapeutic. It's going to be healing. And we're going to change the world. Peace.